Hey, what's up, family? Welcome to our channel. I'm Brandon.
And I'm Remy.
And you're tuned into A Life Worth Loving.
Bam. We missed you guys last week.
We missed you so much. We took a week off because we were moving. As you can see, we are in the new location, aka the baby's room.
The baby's room.
Super excited. We're still working on the nursery. We're about 90% ready. We're gonna show you guys after. I guess when the baby comes, we have the wallpaper to put up. Yeah. But yeah, it's gonna be great. You're gonna love it. But yeah, we moved into our new apartment last week, and it was a lot. We had baby mama still pregnant,
9 months
pregnant, moving. Don't worry, I didn't have her carrying too much. we had wonderful friends to help us get everything moved into our new place, and we're just loving it. We're so thankful for our new apartment. It's truly a miracle, and we have a lot more to tell you about that. But today, what we got, babe?
Dun 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 dun. Today we're going to talk about the mission statement that we wrote for our family, and specifically to our baby Malachi, about our intentions for parenting. And the way we came up with this episode was because we wrote a mission statement for our marriage while we were in premarital counseling. And we're like, we did one for our marriage, let's just continue that with every new stage of evolution in our life. So this is our stage of evolution for baby. And we thought that it would be really important to just like put a pen to paper and talk to our baby, and even just like figure out between ourselves how we're going to love him and how we're going to parent.
Yeah, I think we did a great job with our mission statement for marriage, and
we're still living it.
Yeah, we're still living it. We actually I think this was my first time reading it back.
Yeah,
preparing
too.
And I'm like, wow, we're doing this.
Yeah,
we're really doing this.
It's almost as if it's a subconscious mission of ours that we don't refer to daily, and it's like, oh shoot, I didn't do that today, let me do that. It's like something that has been ingrained in our hearts and our spirits, and we hope the same for our mission statement as it relates to our baby.
Yeah, I honestly, just thinking about it now, like our mission statement, it's like it's embedded in our heart. So it's not like we have to, like you said, we don't have to go back to it. It's like a guideline of our hearts, and we're just going about it.
It's tatted on our souls.
Yeah, tatted on our souls.
So we did want to start out with sharing with you guys, which we never thought we would ever share this with anyone. Sure. But we wanted to share with you guys the mission statement from our marriage, and we wrote this on April 13th, 2021. Our wedding was November 14th, 2021.
Yep.
So here we are.
Here we are. So you want me to read it, or you want to go through the points first?
Oh yeah, so we broke it down into two sections.
Yeah, because I don't think we really explained why we did this mission statement.
It was an assignment.
It was an assignment from our premarital counselors, Pastor Stefan and Pastor Christina.
The best.
Shout out to y'all. So our homework was to go back home into our respective places.
Because we didn't live
together. And develop this mission statement for what we saw our marriage to be. So Remy and I had to do this together, but separately. We had to do it separately. No, we put it together, but it was separate. So we had to, we put our points together. So I had my points, what I saw. So I did that individually, and Remy did hers individually on like what our marriage would represent. So we took our key points and we spoke on that, and then we brought it together to make a mission statement for our marriage.
Yeah.
So, babe, how about you read mine and I'll read yours?
Oh, that's fun. Yeah. All right. So Brandon's points for things that he wanted our marriage to represent, or shall I say wants our marriage to represent. He said peace, God's love, generosity, fun, fruitful partnership and endeavors, and respect.
Gotta have fun.
You want to read mine?
Yeah. So yours were and are honesty, joy, overflow, harvest of doing things God's way, hope for those behind us, eternal intimacy, never wanting it to end, respect, fun, reproductive success, I think we doing that.
AKA healthy baby. Thank God. It's all manifesting, and it's fun to go back and look at these things because we realize that these are very important priorities in our marriage and very important pillars that we actually do prioritize to live by.
Absolutely.
So, as it relates to our actual blurb of what we said, you want me to start out?
Yeah, you want to do paragraph by paragraph?
Yeah.
All right.
So, as a married couple, we are here because of God's love, forgiveness, and provision. So we want to make it a priority that our marriage serves Him first. Wow, and that's still happening. So I'm gonna try to read this all the way through.
Keep going, babe.
The core values of our relationship are honoring God's will, maintaining marital peace, operating in love, serving from a generous heart, prioritizing honesty, disagreeing with respect, compromising with compassion, and always striving for joy and happiness within ourselves and each other.
Love that.
I mean, before we get to the second part,
It's heavy. It's heavy.
It's heavy, but like as I'm reading all of it, I feel like I'm checking the boxes off in my head. Like that is how we handle conflict, and we do maintain marital peace.
Absolutely.
We do operate in love. So this is just very full circle for us, and we're living this out in real time right now.
Yeah, so it's so cool. Let me go.
Yeah.
All right. So next paragraph. Marriage for us will also be about having fun and creating long-lasting, exciting memories that will keep us smiling even in old age. We will make it a point to find happiness in the mundane and promise to never stop dating each other. We have aspirations of welcoming babies into our union and parenting to the best to our ability. We aim to have fruitful relationships with those close to us and desire to leave a footprint of God's love in the hearts of everyone we encounter. We aim to serve as an example that a kingdom relationship outweighs a culture relationship.
Dang, babe.
Yeah. I don't think we stop dating one another. Even in the mundane, we like have fun. Like,
yeah.
we don't live a boring life, but it's like it's very simple. It's very simple.
We do live a very simple life.
Yeah, and it's still
still fun.
It's still fun and loving.
I enjoy it. I'm really happy in the mundane.
Gotta get used to sitting on this floor as a daddy.
Well, you gotta get used to it because we gotta have playtime with the babes here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. This last paragraph is: we will learn to righteously judge each other as we practice accountability. We will encourage each other to be the best version of ourselves, even when we don't feel like it. We will make room for each other, even when our world is noisy and draining. We will see each other, even when our vision reflects pain and anger. Wow, that's deep.
Love that.
We will pray for each other together, even after a fight. In parentheses, we wrote especially after a fight. Lastly, we will live boldly and pursue our future in a way that is equally yoked, always headed in the same direction, working towards the same goal, because we understand that indecisiveness equals destruction.
Yeah, and that's huge. I mean, honestly, that's something that we're living out, but it's something that we learned the hard way as far as like going in the same direction. Like we have to be on the same page.
Yeah.
Like we can't like miss a word. Like I can't say something differently than you. You know, we have to understand like there's nothing different here. We're all working towards the same thing, and that's what's really helped us, you know, get where we are right now. Like, and that helps when in times of disagreement or you know, pain and anger. You know, it's like, okay, well, baby, you know I didn't mean that. Like, I'm sorry. You know, like we can respectfully just get to a common ground because we understand like we were trying to go in the same direction. We may have just bumped one another.
Somehow we
got
just twisted.
Yeah, but like exactly. Somehow we made a wrong turn.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like we've been talking about being equally yoked a lot on our channel, and not just with each other, but with our community and with our friends. And equally yoked is something that it's not just between the two of us. Like equally yoked is a principle that we try to practice with everyone we come encounter with. Yeah. So it's lovely to go back to this and to see how we were planning on it back then. Didn't even realize.
For sure.
So, also just want to let you guys know that we have church very soon, and we don't want to rush for this episode, but we also don't want to be late for church. So in the instance that we do have to stop and pick back up, we will. But just like y'all know.
No, we're not gonna rush it. Church is 8 minutes away. We're gonna get through this. We're gonna get through this. We're not gonna we got this.
Okay, we got this, fine. So but before we moved on, I did want to ask you, like, from this bit, from these 3 paragraphs that we brought out in April, is there anything where you feel like we could focus more on strengthening?
I don't know. I think that we're in a constant phase of like learning one another and evolving with one another. I think that we're students of each other.
Yeah.
You know, I think it's not like at some point I'm saying, okay, well, that's just the way Remy is, or that's just the way I am. It's like, okay, this is something, so we need to address this. And we need to fix this. And we're not going to give up on one another. So, yeah, I think there's no like side eye while I'm reading this. It's like
we don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
Someone once said you should have a PhD in your spouse. That's real.
Yeah.
I don't know who said it. It may have been Chad.
That was good though.
That is good. One thing that I could say, where it said, live boldly and pursue our future in a way that is equally yoked, not equally yoked, but we do that, but the living boldly and pursuing our future. I feel like in the beginning of our relationship and our marriage, we were very like list and goal oriented. And we would like take such intentional time and be like, these are our plans for like the next 5 weeks or the next month and like this and that. And we would really write those things out. I think we could do a better job at just like organizing all of our dreams and putting them to a calendar and like really pursuing them again.
I'm down. I agree.
Because a lot of things took a backseat with our pregnancy and with work. And now that I'm about to be on maternity leave for a while, thank God, that's like a true blessing. I don't understand. I've worked my whole life since like 14. I'm so excited for this maternity leave.
All her life.
I
like they ain't been working. We all work.
I know, but like since I start working after college, I started working in middle school, so I'm naturally burnt out. So yeah, I just think like with that time, we can be very intentional about our next.
Absolutely, and I think that's where we are. Like I understand that. Like I'm excited for this leave. I understand, like, even with the baby, you're going to have to, you know, we're going to tend to the baby. However, you know, there's going to be a good amount of hours in the day where we can
tend to us.
Yeah,
perfect.
Exactly.
All right. So we're going to move on to the mission statement that we prepared for our family.
Yeah, so this is things that we want or we would like to see in our parenting phase.
Yeah, like how we want to what we want our parenting to represent.
Yes.
So we took the same structure and approach as the previous mission statement that we wrote for our marriage, where we broke it down into things Brandon want to represent our parenting and things Remy want to represent our parenting. So, you want me to read yours?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so this is November 26, 2022, where Brandon wrote his. And he says he wants our parenting to represent honor, integrity, trust, love, God, joy, health, prosperity, unity, peace, leadership, fun, and he wants it to be active, which I love. I love active parenting. That should be on mine.
I got a few.
Okay, great. Just add that
to
the end and make it sound like I'm cool like that.
So, Remy has God-centered, faith-centered, it was God-centered / faith-centered. Peace, unity, honesty, joy, understanding, forgiveness, which is excellent, delight, patience, kindness, love, integrity, leading by example, compassion, unconditional love, order, boundaries, balance. Oh, and she wants us to be active. Active just popped up. Shout out to
technology in my brain just like real cut out for you. There's 3 things that I wanted to point out about, or 2 things I wanted to point out. One is delight, because I was listening to this podcast a while ago and I forget the lady's name, but she was great, and she said oftentimes we only delight in our kids when they're doing well and when we're proud of them and when they excel. And she was like, we should normalize delight as a tone that can't be changed. And that stuck with me. I wasn't even pregnant yet, and I was like, wow, that sounds difficult. Genuinely sounds difficult to delight in someone who you're frustrated with.
Yeah.
And I want to challenge myself as a parent to always delight in my child, even when they're upsetting me. So that's something that I wanted to point out. And another was leading by example, because there's nothing that upsets me more than when people say, do as I say, not as I do. Like, that is just so wicked and twisted. So I want to make sure that us as parents, we're not showing them something and expecting them not to emulate it. So I want you to see what we're doing and mimic it, and also listen to what we're doing and take that into what it is that you do with your life.
Yeah, that's really good. So what's the other one? You said 3.
I think I just meant 2.
Actually, I'm gonna highlight your forgiveness too, because forgiveness is important. Like, it's like it goes hand in hand with delight, because our children are going to let us down.
Yeah.
We're gonna let our children down, but our children are gonna let us down. I know I let my parents down
nonstop
so many times.
I don't know when I didn't let my parents down.
But the key in letting them understand that there is forgiveness, and that's where delight comes in. It's like, hey, I know what you did. I don't like what you did.
I know what you did last summer.
I know what you did last summer, and I don't forgive you for that. You forgot my suitcase when we were going on vacation. You're supposed to carry it, but
my gosh.
The forgiveness is huge. We gotta love on our baby. Our 17-year-old baby that got the, he might be smelling himself, think he all that, but we gotta forgive him. See, look at that face. I'm telling you, it's gonna come in. But
our little angel boy.
Our little angel boy. We're gonna love you and we're gonna forgive you.
Yeah, like, you are gonna mess up. Yeah. Everyone does. Like, there is no such thing as a perfect human being. But the moment that we expect perfection and we don't plan for how we're going to handle when we are upset is when we go wrong.
Exactly.
So we are going to do our absolute best as parenting, but that doesn't stop him from making mistakes. But when he does make those mistakes, we're going to be there to love him, to forgive him, to still delight in him, but to also correct him. Because
spank that butt.
Balance and discipline is important. That's a very important component of parenting.
Yeah. So you want to tap into this letter?
Oh my goodness, I was supposed to go back and edit it, because remember, it was just so dramatic about, like, the road bumps and stuff.
No, let's do it.
No, it's so... We never finished the sentence either.
All right, let's do it. I got it.
You got it?
Yeah.
All right. So, I thought I was so cool trying to do, like, an analogy of a journey. I still think I'm cool.
Let's do it. I think it's great.
To our precious son, we are madly in love with you. We prayed for you long before you were even conceived, and we celebrated the news of our pregnancy from the very moment we got a positive test. Our journey of pregnancy has had its fair share of road bumps, but each bump was approached with faith and faced head-on with trust that God is in control. Once we processed the sweet truth that you are God's baby before you are ours, were we able to release the gear and go into neutral, knowing there's nothing we can do to change God's direction on this journey. We are your earthly parents who love you a great deal, but it's your Heavenly Father who is molding you, shaping you, and creating the very fabric of who you are going to be. He's knitting you together, causing your heart to beat, preparing your lungs to carry air, developing your body parts and your character as He sees fit, while your mama is simply carrying you and your papa is
protecting mama and papa. No. And your papa is working really hard and studying and just making sure the house is safe for you.
And we are really blessed to be assigned as Malachi's parents. So then we wrote 2 separate ones, one from mama and one from daddy. My love letter to my baby says, although the journey has not been entirely smooth, carrying you has been the greatest honor of my life and a privilege I will never take for granted. Malachi, you are my angel baby, which is what your name means, angel of God. You are the answer to so many prayers and the love of me in your father's life. You are proof that God cares about the small details as well as the deepest desires of our hearts, and I can't express with words how blessed I feel to carry you for 9 months so far. I am madly in love with you, son. Even though the kicks hurt now, I'm still so happy every time I feel you move. You've brought us so much joy, and we are very excited to experience what life will look like with you in it. Your daddy is head over heels in love with you, and I've fallen more in love with him by watching him dote over the little boy in my belly that he's never seen or touched before. You have no idea how lucky you are to have him as a father. He's incredible. I hope you have his heart for people, his love for God. Ow, my tears hurt. It's like my tear ducts hurt. Sorry.
You did not.
I was trying not to cry this whole time, and I think holding back tears has like become painful. Sorry.
Y'all.
It like literally hurts.
Ooh. Ow. My tear ducts. My tear ducts.
My tear ducts hurt. You have no idea how lucky you are to have him as a father. He's incredible. I hope you have his heart for people, his love for God, and his unmatched ability to make everyone he comes in contact with feel special and seen. Love, Mama. That's me, your mama.
That was beautiful, babe. Dang, I don't think I shouted you out like this in my letter.
It's alright. I know you care about me.
I do care about you. Let me see what I did. So Malachi, this is from Daddy. Baby boy, I can't wait to receive you during labor. Yes, I will be catching you when you were born. My life changed when I found out your mom was pregnant with you. But my life started to shine so much more finding out that we were having a boy, a baby boy. You instantly became the joy of my life, and there is nothing in the world that I wouldn't do for you. You officially became my newest best friend. Your mother and I named you Malachi because we both love that name and the meaning behind it, Angel of God. I had a lot more connection behind it because Malachi is also my brother, your uncle's name. I think that you'll have a heart that shines just as his does, and you'll be just as cool as him also. Just know that you are an answered prayer, and you will always be treasured, just as you are.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Thanks, baby.
He is an answered prayer.
You are.
And then from both of us, you want me to take the first?
I'll take the first.
Okay. So this is our, I guess, we're still doting after him in this, but then we talk about our intentions for parenting towards the end.
So I'll go to here.
Okay.
As your parents, our duty to you will always be to raise you in a household that radiates love and echoes honesty, transparency, patience, and kindness. You will always be our priority, and to create the most stable environment for you, we will make sure we put each other and the health of our marriage first. That we demonstrate love to each other. That we are quick to forgive, quick to listen, and slow to anger. When we do disagree, we do so with honor. We will take time for dates, and we will keep our marriage We will keep our marriage
garden watered.
Oh, sorry. We will keep our marriage garden watered. Constantly removing the weeds and planting seeds that will make us healthy husband and wife, which will result in us being better parents to you. We will raise you to know and love Jesus, to be a reflection of him in the world, to be kind, thoughtful, selfless, courageous, creative, joyful, and to have integrity and valor, to be confident in yourself and your decisions. We want you to trust us as your parents and make it very clear that you can always confide in us.
And then we go into, we want you to love people and serve them expecting nothing in return. We want you to dream so big that it scares you. We want you to believe in the impossible and to have the confidence that you can do anything you set your mind to. We want you to always feel supported by us as you navigate different paths in life. We will show up for you. We will always be a part of your mundane day-to-day, as well as cheer you on through the big wins and console you through losses and failures. We love you the same, even when you fall short or disappoint us. We will always delight in you, no matter what. Although we want you to be ambitious and chase your dreams, we never want you to rely on accolades, titles, or accomplishments to give you purpose. Always remember, your true purpose is found within your identity of being God's son, and all else shall flow from that. Baby boy, you are our biggest blessing, and we will do everything in our power to not just love and care for you, but to also respect and honor you while raising you. We are longing for the day, which is any day now, that we can hold you and smell you and hug you and give you sweet kisses. We can't wait to meet you. With the deepest love and gratitude, your lucky parents. That's us.
We love you, Malachi.
His lucky parents. So that's our love letter to our baby / our intentions for parenting. And someone had actually, I think, wrote in the comments and asked us if we could do a video on our intention for parenting. And we don't know everything there is to know about anything, let alone parenting. All we've done was carry this child for 9 months. We haven't parented a baby yet. So without being, without like jumping in and giving all these like things that we're going to do and not going to do as parents, we thought that this was more efficient and more honest to just like talk about how we plan on raising him and how we plan on loving him. And so we just wanted to share that with you guys.
Yeah, this was really special. I actually want to add more, maybe.
To your personal part, or to the one we wrote together?
Or to everything, yeah. To our part. But yeah, it's just getting those thoughts flowing is very special, and we really do mean this for our baby.
Yeah.
And it's important for us to be intentional with our children, because life can just go so fast.
Yeah.
You know, highs and lows can come so fast. But if these things are etched in our souls, in our hearts, and our minds, it will always go with us, no matter where we go, no matter how hard life gets, no matter how great life becomes. These things will stick with us, with our marriage, with our parenting, with our family. And that's what a life worth loving is all about. Yeah. So we have to go to church now.
No, we can wrap it up properly.
Doesn't it?
I mean, also, I just want to add, because I don't know how many more episodes we're going to get to do this year. Right. Considering the fact that we are 37 weeks today, which I believe is 9 months in 1 week or 9 months in 2 weeks. So he could come at any point. His due date is December 18th. And I pretty much doubt that we'll be doing videos for the first part of, like, consistent videos, shall I say, for the first, like, 2 weeks or 3 weeks of his life, so we could spend that time with him. But I did want to say that these 9 months of being pregnant has been, don't cry. It's been such a privilege, and it's almost over. My nails are so bad. It's almost over, and I'm so excited to see him. I'm so excited to just like finally hold the blessing. Like, I've been carrying the blessing, but to hold it in my hands and to like see him and smell him, I can't wait. I can't wait for that moment. But I am going to miss him being inside of me. I tell Brandon that all the time. Like, I'm going to miss being so close to him. He's like, he's going to be right there. But I'm still going to miss him. There's just been something so special and fulfilling. And I've never had like this much fulfillment in my entire life. And it's not because we're going on lavish trips or because we have this like mansion or, you know, we're doing massive like shopping sprees every day. Like, I'm so fulfilled because of the life that's in my stomach and because of my husband who supports me endlessly. And I just hope I never lose sight of the pureness and just the innocence of this kind of happiness. So yeah, I'm excited to meet him. I'm going to miss him being in my stomach, but I cannot wait. I can't wait to see his face and to kiss him and smell him. It's a lot because my heart feels so heavy, but not in a sad way. It's heavy in a sense of like, I can't believe we're living in a blessing that we prayed for. And we're living in so many blessings that we prayed for, which we'll get to another day. But to have fear not being able to carry your own child naturally, which is so real, to now being at the place where we're about to give birth to our child naturally is just, it's the sweetest blessing that I will never, ever, ever take for granted. And this little boy is loved, y'all. Like, he's so loved by me. By his dad, too. No, and by all the people.
For sure.
But I love him so much.
Yeah, Remy, you are, like I said before, you are an amazing mom already. Like, the things that you have to sacrifice, all the obstacles that you faced, you know, your health, the baby's health, you have lived up to who you are. You have lived up to the, you know, every expectation. You've never let me down. You've never let the baby down. You've never let this family down. So I'm so proud of you and how you've carried our child. I love watching you grow.
They're
As
massive.
I always tell you, my baby mama growing so nicely and she looks so good.
Yeah, I see this, babe.
But yeah, you're gonna get me going. You're gonna get me crying. You better stop it. But I think this is our finale, huh?
I don't know. We don't want to call it a finale and then he doesn't come for another month.
Yeah, so we just ask for your patience and forgiveness, and we ask for your just your 100% support, because this is a lot, it's a lot for us. And as you know, our families are across the country. So we have great community here, but at the same time, it's still the two of us. And we're really trying our best
to stay consistent. We don't do a good job all the time.
Yes, we do.
Thank you for your patience.
Yes, we do. We have to be kind to ourselves. Last week we moved. Right? So we're gonna be kind to ourselves, baby.
We can't wait to do a nursery tour though with the baby when he gets here. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your time, for your patience as we figure this whole YouTube thing out. As you know, this is very new for us, so we appreciate the support. And
encouragement.
Yeah, we 100,000% the encouragement. Wait, I can't even talk. Appreciate the encouragement.
It's okay.
We love you, and we hope that you have an excellent week, that you have an amazing December, that you had a lovely and fulfilling Thanksgiving, and we'll talk to you soon.
Peace, y'all.